And now comes the final 2 routes in Eternal Forest. You'd better bring some bug spray. Yo YouTubers! Welcome back to Let's Play Megaman X Command Mission! Last time I've shown you a few new routes in the Eternal Forest, and in this episode I'm going to show you the final 2 routes in Eternal Forest. Now these 2, they are the toughest of them all. So if you're not prepared for this, oh brother, you're in for a rough time. And the loss of a lot of sub-tanks, I imagine. Now, at the end of this first round I'm going to show you, it will contain some spoilers for the end of the game, so when that time comes, I'm gonna actually not talk about those enemies and censor out their the names that they show up. All right. So onward to Route 16. Let's rock it, Pocket. Okay, so here's one of those new enemies I was talking about. Now, like I said, I will not reveal their names. I'll probably censor them out, but I guess I'll just talk about them anyways. So, not mentioning their name and censoring it out. Human type, neutral to all elements. We can steal boost power, and it can possibly drop decoy and insect killer. Whatever insect killer is, I don't know. But yeah, there's these enemies, and we won't be seeing these until the final chapter. So yeah, we're going way ahead now, ain't we? Well, that's it for these guys. Now back to the music. That's the fun. Alright, now what's this insect killer? Here it is. Oh, I get it. It must be a new weapon for Axel. Huh. Oh well, not like I'll be using that much anyway. Okay, on to the last turn in this route, which I believe will host another new enemy. which of course I'll probably censor out the name, because I have a feeling it may contain spoilers. And I mean major spoilers. I think these are the insects they were talking about. Alright, so this one does not have any spoilers in the name. Red Stinger. Air base, insect type. We can still boost speed and possibly drop photon missile and Z Lapel Plus. I think I want to get that, but considering it's in the air, this may prove problematic. But he's weak to fire, so may as well use that to our advantage. Somehow. Well, we did not get that Z Lapel Plus, but oh wells. I'll probably run through here a few more times just to see if we can get it. Alright, now more tank energy 100s and 2000 Zenny. Here we get Cryogenic, build weapon energy. Now I'm going this way this time. And a Bone Key. Alright, we need that button for that what's his face at the very end. Alright, onward to the final route. And this one's gonna be extremely difficult. You had better be prepared. Otherwise, you're in serious doo-doo. Alright, one last turn, and we're done with Eternal Forest. Or at least I'm done showing it to you guys. Now this final enemy I'm going to show you, you'll actually see these lovely ladies in the next optional boss we'll tackle. Here they are. Now these ladies, they are very annoying. As soon as we get to the next turn, I'll be able to show you who, or tell you who they are. All right, here we have Belladonna. Pretty high level, ain't they? So we can steal force missiles and build speed, and can possibly drop turbo clog and resist. Now these girls are obviously not exactly elemental based, but I think they usually do like water-like attacks. I think, I'm not sure, but yeah, as you've just seen, every time they attack, they heal. So you're really gonna have to focus on one at a time and hope it'll do some decent damage. Well, okay, I'm not exactly sure if they are water-based or not, but really, these girls are very annoying. And I don't trust that it's grown up every time you attack, so at this point, I'd say keep Axel out, equip him with bait, and have him go into stealth mode. That way you'll be protected at least. See? Only attack Axel, and he'll take no damage, protecting everyone else. So yeah, these girls, they are not easy. They are very hard indeed. I suggest you be very careful with them. Meanwhile, now that we're all set with that, let's get back to the music. Alright, time to show off WhiteBladeZero!
This is it!
And yeah, and you thought X was the only one that had a special animation when transforming. Nope, Zero does too. And like I said, WhiteBladeZero, he'll just keep going up close and personal without any weapons. And watch his action trigger. This one's actually pretty tricky. Chances are I'm probably gonna mess up with this. Wish me luck.
You're finished! Hey! 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 Gotcha! Yeah! 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 Hey! Lights out!
Oh yeah. Now that thing is actually timed, so you're gonna have to be extremely careful. If you don't get it on time, you're in trouble. Ooh, that actually hurt a little bit. So best make sure you know what you're doing against them, because they are not easy to say the least. And those are Zero's normal attacks, plus the sub-weapons, so to speak. Not bad, I think. So, Axel haters, this is why he's good. At least I think. I'm still waiting for people to try it faster than that.
Here it goes.
Or at least attempt to, in this case.
Full power. Here goes.
We're gonna get a lot of force metal energy from this, that's for sure.
That wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't actually. I was a little nervous at first, but other than that, we're fine. Alright. So you've seen WhiteBladeZero and all 17 routes in Eternal Forest. So what's our final item gonna be? Besides more tank energy and Zenny, what do we get? Stamina missile, build hyper, and tank parts. Alright. We got the bone key. Off you go, Doberman. Though at this point, I'm not sure we really need any more for the deployment center. I got all I need anyway. Oh wells. So with that, we are all set for now. So, next time on Megaman X Command Mission, we will be returning to the Tiana Camp, or Tiana Island, or whatever you want to call it. And we'll be tackling the other optional boss in this area. This game. What's the matter with me, anyway? So, until next time, YouTubers, on that note, I take my leave.